Hello students, Meena here. In this video we will talk about the general adaptation syndrome. It is given by Sally. Actually the Sally was interested in the study that what happens to our body if the stress is prolonged. He studied animals for this and he introduced so many stressors to the animals like high temperature, X-ray and the insulin injections in the laboratory over a long period of time. Within this, he also observes the patients with various injuries and illness in the hospital. He observes the patients also in the hospitals, those who were having various injuries and illness. Sally noticed a similar pattern of bodily response in the animals also and in the individuals. He called this general adaptation syndrome. It is also known as a GAS or gas model. This involved three strategies. In this, at the first stage, there is an alarmed reaction stage. There is a presence of the stressors that activate our adrenal pituitary cortex system, and this system triggered the hormones that cause response to the stress. Because of this, the person is ready to do fight or flight. As already we have discussed about this term, fight means to say when the person is ready to confront the stressful situation, and flight when person try to escape or withdraw himself from the situation. After that there is a second stage. This is known as a resistance stage. If the stress is prolonged, this stage begin. In this, the parasympathetic nervous system calls here for the notion to use the body resources cautiously. In this, the organism or individual try to cope up with the threat by facing the stressful event. The exhaustion stage, when there is a continued exposure to the same stressor, then it activate. And the previous stages that include alarm stage and the resistance become ineffective. There is a chance of occurring stress related diseases like high blood pressure, etc. After that, Sally model was criticized because model is mainly related with physiological process and it has lack of psychological factors that also plays a role in stress. Psychological appraisal is also very important for determining the stress. Now our next one is relation between the stress and immune system. Stress also causes some type of illness with the working of the immune system. Immune system mainly guard our body against the attackers that include within and outside our body. The study psychoneuroimmunology focus on the link between the mind, brain and the immune system. Study try to learn about the effect that how immune system is affected by the stress in our body. There are white blood cells in our body that destroy the foreign bodies. Those are known as virus. White blood cell also include T cell, B cell and natural killers. T cell destroy invaders. It also help in increasing immunology activity. These cells were attacked by the HIV and AIDS. On the other hand, they produce antibodies also. Natural killer cells involve fight against both virus and tumors. Stress affect natural killer cell cytotoxicity, which has importance in defending against the infections and the cancers. Immune function is better in those person who are having social support. If the person has a negative emotion, then stress release the hormones which lead to the weakening of immune system, and it also affect our mental and physical health. Stress also accompanied by negative emotion, as already we have discussed a lot about this. Negative emotion affect our health. It creates panic attacks and obsessive behavior, heart attack, irrational fear, phobias, depression, feeling of hopelessness, increased risk of injury and death due to various causes. Now our next topic is lifestyle. Lifestyle stress lead to unhealthy lifestyle. Lifestyle is pattern of decisions and behaviors which tell us about the person's health and quality of life. Stressed people more likely expose themselves to the pathogens. These are the agents that cause some type of physical disease or illness in the individual. People who are more stressed, they have poor nutritional habits, less sleep, they engage in smoking and alcohol abuse. These persons can improve their health by promoting behavior like balanced diet, regular exercise, family support, etc. Now, our next topic is coping with stress. Coping is a dynamic situation specific reaction to stress. It may include that response which help in resolving the problem and reducing the stress. Coping with stress depend on our belief and experience. Like if one person caught in traffic jam, we feel angry because we feel that traffic should move faster. Here we feel stressful situation and want immediate solution. As we have already studied that if stress will increase, then it will automatically impact our impaired immune response and it will kill natural cells. There are three coping strategies that are given by Andler and Parker. First one is task oriented strategies. In this we obtain the information about the situation that is stressful and we try to choose alternative strategies or actions, and we also come to know about their outcome. In this we make the priorities, after that we act according to the priorities. Priority we make related to our task, that which task we should prefer first. Like if you have prepared your timetable for your study, then you can give priority to that task that is very important for you at that moment and you can delay the another task. Next one is the emotion oriented strategy. This include maintenance of hope or to control one's emotion. In this we will try to manage the feeling of anger and frustration, or we try to stop negative thinking in our mind. Like we try to tell ourselves some positive things if some type of negative thoughts are coming in our mind, or we try to say ourselves in that type of situation that everything will be all right, or we try to say to ourselves in a negative situation when the negative thoughts are coming that this situation will not be same, or try to say ourselves that this thing is not really going to happen with me. So these are the things that by this we can manage our thoughts and control our emotions. Our last strategy is avoidance oriented strategy. This involves denying some situation or try to escape from that situation instead of confronting the situation, and here we also try to minimize the seriousness of particular event. In this we would try to enhance our protective thoughts, like we will try to escape from the stressful situation by calling up our friend or by watching TV or by engaging ourselves in different activities. Actually coping is consistently changing cognitive and behavioral effort so that we can get mastery and we can reduce or tolerate the internal and external demands that are created by the stressful situation or the transaction. According to Lazarus and Folkman, these coping responses can be divided into two types of response. First one is the problem focused and next one is the emotion focused. Under problem focused strategy, we try to focus on the problem and its alternative options. By this person increase awareness about the problem, his level of knowledge also increase, and the person has so many behavior and cognitive coping options. Next one is the emotion focused strategy. Here we try to limit the degree of emotional disturbance in ourselves by using so many strategies. So both problem focused and emotional focused copings are necessary in facing stressful situation. Our next topic is stress management techniques. As we know that stress is a silent killer, so for this so many techniques that we can also manage it. First one is the relaxation technique. It is active skill that reduce symptoms of stress. Relaxation start from the lower part of the body and it progress up to the facial muscles in such a way that our body feel relaxed. Breathing is used along with the muscles relaxation to calm the mind. Our next one is meditation procedure. In this we use organic method of meditation, in which there is a sequence of learned techniques for refocusing of attention. In this, meditator become unaware of any outside stimulation and he try to reach at the different state of consciousness. Our next one is biofeedback. This is the procedure to monitor and reduce the physiological aspect of stress by providing feedback about the current physiological activity. Biofeedback training involves 3 stages. In first stage, we develop the awareness about the particular response like heart rate. Then there are the ways of controlling physical response, like if our heart rate is very fast or our blood pressure is very high, then we try to control it, we try to balance it. So of controlling physical response, after that transferring that control into the everyday life. When we learn that how to control the stressful situation and how we can control our physical response, then we transfer that thing into our daily life. Our next one is creative visualization. It is a subjective experience, depends on person to person. It includes imagination of one person. In this, person visualize oneself in a realistic goal in a practical way, so that it help the person in building confidence. In this, person quiet his mind and he relaxed his body at the same time. His eyes are closed. Our next one is cognitive behavior technique. This technique is inoculate people against stress. Inoculate means it is a vaccine that is given to the stressed person to strengthen their immunity. There are 3 main phases in this. First one, the assessment. So we try to assess the problem from the viewpoint of the client or patient. Next one is the stress reduction. It involves the reduction of stress by learning techniques which include self-instruction. When we try to instruct ourselves, we try to prevent ourselves from the negative thoughts. And relaxation. After that, we try to apply these techniques. There is next one is exercise. As the name suggests, it include exercise like walking, swimming, running, cycling, skipping, etc., which help in reducing the stress and also improve our efficiency. It also enhance the functioning of the lungs. So these are the topics for the today. Next video we will talk about our last topic. Till the time, try to understand this chapter and read it thoroughly from the book. Thank you.